describe Adam as tall, dark, and handsome because he's taller than I am, which obviously doesn't take much if you've seen me up very close. He's always darker skinned than I am. No matter what I do, I can never get as dark as he is. And I think he's very handsome, obviously, or I wouldn't probably be marrying him. Or be married to him now, I guess, is what I am. Kind of weird. Let's see. I think Adam's best quality is probably his personality. He's very fun-loving and very outgoing. He always sees his glass as half full, never half empty. Always looking at the bright side of things. He has a tendency to brighten people's days. He can always make people laugh, and you never know what to expect out of him. He's always doing random and spontaneous things, which I'm a lot of times telling him to stop doing, but it's also one of my very favorite things about him because he keeps everything exciting and there's never a dull moment. And he's definitely just a child at heart. My first memory of Adam was when we were in probably about 7th grade, and he had spent the night at Craig Winicke's house, which Craig lives right across the street from where I do. And I guess he and Craig were going to be playing soccer or basketball or something on Saturday morning, but their ball was flat, so they came to my house to get a pump to air it up with, which I didn't know. So that Saturday morning I had been getting ready, and I had just finished taking a shower, and I walked out into our basement to find both of them standing in the middle of it, and I was so embarrassed because here I am and no makeup, my hair is up in a towel, I have like my pajamas on, and I was very embarrassing, but that's one of my very first memories of Adam. The time I first realized I was attracted to Adam was my 8th grade year of school, and I'd always kind of thought he was cute, just seeing him at church and stuff, but I never really put any thought into dating him. But I found out at Vacation Bible School that year that he liked me, and so I started, hanging out with him a lot that week, and we started talking a lot during that week, and I realized that I was attracted to his personality and to him, and so that's really when I started liking him, but it was a long time after that until we actually started dating. Our first date, if you could actually call it a date, was we went to go see Shrek, the first one that came out at the theater, and he had just turned 16, but I wasn't allowed to ride with him yet, so I just met him at the movie theater, and we just watched the movie, and that's all we did, and then my mom came and picked me up, and I was, I think, 14 at the time. So that was our first, I guess, thing that we ever did by ourselves together. The time I first realized that I loved Adam was over Thanksgiving, and we had been dating for about 1.5 years, and we were both apart from each other. I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, because we always go there to visit my mom's grandparents every year for Thanksgiving, and he was in Hot Springs because that's where they usually go to visit his grandparents, and I was not able to talk to him very much that week. I did a little bit, but I was writing him a letter one night telling him how much I missed him and just that I was wondering what he was doing, and in that letter was the first time that I told him that I really thought I loved him. Our first kiss was after we had been dating for about 3 months, and we went out on a date to McSalty's and had pizza, and they have a live band there that we wanted to go see, and that was also the same night as our first kiss. The most romantic thing that Adam has ever done for me, well, he does a lot of romantic things. He's always surprising me with things, and he's gotten me flowers and leaves me little notes, and he's very sentimental. He does stuff like that all the time. He's very sweet and thoughtful when it comes to surprises, which I love. But the most romantic thing he's ever done was his proposal to me. He basically had set up a whole day. I thought I was getting my Valentine's Day present early. He completely surprised me. I had no idea what was coming because I didn't think he had ever asked my dad yet if he could marry me, but he had. so he had set up a whole day, and I went and got a manicure, and I got my makeup done, and I went and got my hair done, and he had bought me a formal dress and shoes and jewelry, and he surprised me with a limo. And we went out to eat downtown at Agrario's that night, and then we kind of just rode around in the limo for a while and got Starbucks. And I thought after all of that that the night was over and that I just had an awesome, Valentine's Day. When we got back to his parents' house, I thought he was just going downstairs to change clothes, but he and his parents and Eric and Aubrey all faked this whole situation of something being wrong with the breaker box, and so they sent me, of all people, outside to try to flip the breaker. And when I got out there, I found a note waiting for me saying to follow the lighted path to my next destination. And so I traipsed across the front yard. It was pouring down rain. I was in high-heeled shoes, so I was quite the sight to see. And I went in through his basement, and he had covered the entire basement with white sheets and flowers and candles everywhere. And Craig was in the background playing the piano, and he proposed. And then afterwards, we had a little engagement party. He had called all of our close friends and family and had them meet us at his house, and so they threw a little engagement party with my parents and lots of people. So that was the most romantic thing he's ever done.